Okay, people, we are today going through the debut album from Lyny. It is called Music to Dance To. Sorry, Noise, Noise to Dance To. Just got that right. We've got 12 tracks on the LP. It is self-released to my knowledge. We've got a couple of collaborations here with Elohim and Cozy Kev. And to my knowledge, the only track that got released prior to this album being a thing in full is Section. Huge hit, one of the biggest hits of the year so far. Fantastic track, and we're kicking the album off with that. I didn't quite think that an album would be the play for Lyny. I thought it would just be maybe a discography, a whole career of just amazing singles. But here we have a debut full-length LP, clocking in at 35 minutes, just short actually of 36 minutes. Noise to Dance To. The opener is called Section. What a banger. Section, body in my This is a banger. If you're not ready, this is the album opener. If you haven't heard this cut before, prep yourselves. Everybody in my section. Everybody in my section. Everybody in my section. Everybody in my section. Little satisfaction sample, as Nick is saying there. And then just touch me till I can get my. Be interested as to how he cleared that actually. Like, was a lot of work needed to clear that sample. It works very well within the context of the tune. Yeah, the percussion is sensational. It's got that crispy kind of punch to it. Vocal sample's perfect. It's just a banger and a good way to open an album. Statement maker at the very beginning. Everybody in my section. Everybody in my section. Everybody in my section. Oh. Everybody in my section. Everybody in my section. And that is the tag. That is the tag. If you're in the chat and not too familiar with Lyny, that is the artist tag. And then just. If you're in my section, probably catching some hands. Track number 2, step 2, It. From here, we don't know any of the tracks. It's all fresh, so let's have at it. Let's have at it. Bit of an Eptic vibe here, who Lyny has of course collaborated with. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. The flow, the bounce of that is delicious. Hey. Bow, 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 bow. Whew. Flow is nasty. The sounds are that synth, that stretchy, sinewy. A little bit more of a storytelling vibe here in the second drop. Yeah, a bit more emotional. Going naughty again. It's another banger. Got that jumpy, liney goodness. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing as well. I wonder how much over the course of the LP we're just going to be like, oh yeah, another vintage, liney kind of track. Is it just going to be building on the aesthetic? How much new are we going to learn about the liney style and approach? I did want the liney. How much are we going to get that as well? Track number 3, Fire. This is an LP, so an album. 12 tracker, over half an hour. Oh yeah. You know why I've paused it. You know exactly why I've paused it. Rewind on that. That is a little bit... That is a little bit naughty. Yeah, we're going back on that one. That's... I mean, a new section. If I heard section for the first time in this stream, I would have been like, yo, we're going to rewind on that. But I've heard it so many times by now. But this, fresh, fiery, in owing to the title. It does have a little bit of a light up. I mean, you know, I will say that, I will concur with that, but still, come on, this is... Well, there is a Lyny, Peekaboo and Night Punk collaboration coming out quite soon, so you're lucky on that front. Lucky for you, it's coming out pretty soon. With the sound maybe dipping here and there, it might be because that's when I'm talking over it. I think the music dips just that tiny bit when I'm doing that. Fuck me, this is a That is so mean, man. I forgot about Like That. I completely forgot about Like That. Oh my days. Also, you lot saying that name in 2025, that's crazy. That is wild. Sorry, I'm gonna pause it before we get into the next track, because can we just reflect on the fact that all three of these so far have been fucking sick? And this could very well be a thing of just an album where we're getting, 12 tracks that are just catchy, that are just, hits, no real, I don't know, sense of story or anything like that you might align with a more conventional take on an LP. But it might not be that. It might just be 12 straight heaters, 12 straight bangers within the remit of Lyny. Do you know what I mean? It might just be like, okay, I've made 11 more, beyond section, I've made 11 more clean-cut mad hits, and you're just going to hear them in one thing. We're 3 tracks in, and let's crack on with track number 4, King, in collaboration with Elohim. People were saying Lyny and Peekaboo in the chat, and I was like, oh yeah, that would be sick. Almost as if it's happened already. It has happened already. And it's happening again. No Mr. Big today, but we're talking about Mr. White. Anyway, banger incoming. Bow bow. Yeah, Mr. Big's been relegated for today because it's just too much. It's too much. For 1 AM, it's too much. Bow bow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, good change of pace. The production quality remains, the sound kind of choice remains pretty similar, but it's Lyny in a garagey format. This is where that little, you know, sense of progression and evolution with an LP is like sensed, you know. It's not just going to be bangers, like there's a couple of reflective bits in there as well. And back into the but I can kind of tell already that it's going to have that strong Lyny essence kind of laced through the whole thing, which is what you want for a debut LP. Yeah. I don't think that one will stand out as one of the best in the album, but still good. Breaker is track number 5. DJ. Oh. 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 Tonight I might be. Ba 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 ba. There's a kind of menace to that. There's like an underlying uneasy feel. Wah 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 wah. Tonight I might be high. There isn't as much going on here as others of its kind, but it's unnerving as hell. I like this quite a lot. This might be one of my picks. I think that's the quality of it though. It's not doing quite as much, but it has that really unsettling feel to it with the vocal sample. And obviously, of course, could have had a Lyny. But maybe he's kind of dialing back on that a little bit because he don't want it to be too overbearing. Remember is track number 6. Yeah, nice kind of breaky feel to that, like proper break beat. Got a nice like shimmering feel to that, lying underneath, giving the track this kind of floating feel. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think there's a good amount of variety here so far, tonally, genre-wise. And after this one, we're halfway through with the tracks. That had energy, but still like an understated feel to it. I don't have a wish list, no, not really, because I don't want to put any expectations on the second half of the LP, but track number 7 is Rude, okay, proper housey cut, okay. Really am a bola. There it is. Oi. A little bit bassline-y kind of number. Yeah, I mean, it sounds exactly like what it should sound like. Excuse me, should sound like if a liney tune goes into a bass liney, kind of a bass liney. There you go. It works, it all makes sense. Yes, as in the genre, the style of music. It's good, like it's not, I don't think this is going to be one of like, I mean it's a standout track by virtue of it being a genre that Lyny I don't think has done before. But the idea is fine, but it's just Lyny in that style of music, do you know what I mean? Just Yeah, not bad. Good bit of energy at that point for the album. Money, track number 8, I want to say.
All I want is money. All I want is money, 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 money.
I'm seeing Abstract in Manchester tomorrow night, which will be fun.
All I want is money. Give me some. All I want is money.
We're going back into the dubsteppy, trappy kind of vibes.
All I want is money. Give me some. All I want is money, money. Money, money, give me some. All I want is money. Give me some.
Hey!
All I want is money. Give me some. All I want is money. Give me some. All I want is money. Give me some. All I want is money.
Yeah, this is another good one. This is another good track on the LP. Give me some. I like that. Excuse me. Ooh. I like that stuttered. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Give me some.
If it's a going on a job, if it's a going on a jog vibe, you know the flow's there. We're getting these different genres of bass music, but the Lyny aesthetic is remaining consistent. It is perennial. It's everlasting. Getting into the final third of the album right now. Track number 9 is Heard You. Yeah, so far this album just sounded very much like a Lyny album with the different bits of experimentation as well. All about that. Heard You. Heard You, yeah. Yeah, definite Flume influence here, definite. That's I think quite undeniable. Yeah, I mean, it's good to get this more. This is like a more of a reflective kind of number where it's just taking a little breather for the album, away from the bangers, away from the heavier stuff, just to be like, okay, let's reflect a little bit on what we've heard so far. Let's take a little breather before we get back into the heaviness. Come on. Very nice. Oh. Who am I thinking of? Like, who comes to mind? It's not a bass artist. It's I feel like it's a hip hop artist or a rap artist. I mean, the flume is clear, but there's something else there. The sampling is so good. Yeah, very nice combination of weighty, intricate, Lyny'S sound with a bit more of a bit more of a, again, reflective vibe. A little bit of a holy leaning to it as well, you know. It's just a bit of D&B for track number 10, Sellout. I think I can sense a bit of D&B.
Listen.
Look, are they the most, like, are these experimental bits like the most ambitious ideas? Are they really like branching out conceptually, innovation wise? Maybe not, but just hearing his sound in these different, again, formats and structures and stuff far beyond what we know Lyny for up to this point. This is what you do for a debut album, I'm sorry. You don't have to do it, but it really helps in kind of showing new sides to you and your production, your approach. The breakdown. Yeah, exactly. There's your answer. Something I'm just noticing, no track really close to 4 minutes here. So they're all pretty clean cut, pretty to the point. And to be fair, yeah, went back into the D&B after going away from the D&B, so it's a D&B cut. It just is. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, that is a shout for sure. Penultimately, on the EP, LP, we're already on the penultimate cut, Triumph, alongside fellow trapper Cozy Kev. Ah. I mean, this is for the proper Lyny appreciators from, you know, day one vibes. Ba, 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 ba. Jack, mate, I saw the hoodie at Lost Lands. I'm just saying. I saw some things and I was like, yo, when's that coming out? Let me cop that. Let me cop that. I'm just saying, you asked me the question. Here we go. Here we go. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, vintage Lyny for the penultimate tune. Come on. Yeah, that's... I got swept up in that track, wasn't listening out for where the Cozy Kev was. Maybe even a couple little bits there in the outro. But yeah, that was another classic Lyny leaning kind of cut, and we're already at the closer, guys. Digital Run Away. Not Runway, Run Away. Gonna get another quite reflective kind of tune here for the final one on the LP. Oh really? Which sample from that track? Mad that we've only got a minute left of the LP, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. If you spotted that, wow. Well, there we go. There we go. Debut album from Lyny, done did. I think if you're hoping for an album where, you know, you're gonna hear like a story to it, you're gonna get a load of tracks that are properly like really fully fleshed out, each one just telling their own, again, tale, or like, you know, they've got a real sense of endurance about them. You're not gonna get that here, I don't think. But if you like a particular artist, you know, said artist being Lyny, and you like their style, you like their approach to making bass music, and you're kind of going into it thinking, I wonder again just how much of that typical Lyny style we're going to get on a debut LP from him. And we do get a fair bit of it, to be honest, and to be fair, you know, in the opening there with the opening couple, or opening few. And then, you know, splintered across the second half of the LP as well. But I think more importantly is that we get that Lyny style in a load of different genres and a load of different styles and formats, which is really good, which is what you want, I think, for a debut LP, with different paces, with different tones. You know, how much of the more reflective and melancholic stuff have we got before from Lyny? Not that much, I would wager, and we get a decent amount of it on this LP. And it's all divided up pretty well as well. I know it's quite short, it is quite short-lived, it's over before it maybe truly gets going. Got a little bit of a brief feel to it. You know, we got through it relatively quickly, or at least it felt like that. given the runtime. However, you know, a lot of these tracks have their sense of personality that gives them their space within the LP. And the tracks, again, the tones, the different styles are divided up well. It never gets overbearing for one particular style. That is going to be my thoughts, guys, on the debut Lyny LP, Noise to Dance To. There we go.